Hi there, this is Cam Inman of the Bay Area News Group with
Dan Brown of the Bay Area News Group.
And we are live from 49ers training camp. Today is Friday. Tomorrow they will be outside at Levi Stadium hosting their only public practice of training camp. And here we're going to give you the 3 observations from the practice field today. So number 1, let's go to the rookie class. There's been a lot of talk about how well Reuben Foster has been playing as a rookie first-round draft pick linebacker. Today he had a fumble recovery, he had an interception in a one-on-one coverage drill against Carlos Hyde, and he went down with an ankle injury which brought the whole practice kind of a quiet hush as everybody checked out his left ankle. He came out for only 1 play, was back in there, showed no hindrance from that as he resumed his role as a Mike linebacker, second straight day, while they give him a chance to try out some other positions here. But the other thing about these rookies I want to get into is Joe Williams, running back. He's performed better the last couple days. Kyle Shanahan's very positive about how the rookies are coming along.
Yeah, and Reuben Foster almost had another interception today. He jumped another route and just missed it. I know that Niners are trying to temper their enthusiasm. They know he's getting a lot of these picks because he's almost overly aggressive in some of this pass coverage, but every time you look up, that guy's making a play.
Yeah, and the other rookies like Trent Taylor is making plays. C.J. Beathard, rookie quarterback, he performed well today too. So a lot of positives in the rookie class. Let's get to number 2, and is the 49er defense. Everybody saw how bad they were last season. Gave up the most yards in the league. They gave up 30 points per game, which was the worst mark in the league. So the question kind of here is, how much better can they be? The bar is obviously set as low as it can be. And Dakota Watson is a newcomer to the defense. He brought up a point today of, we haven't played anybody yet, so we can't say we're going to be elite or be the best in the league. But there is optimism, and they have a new coordinator in Robert Saleh, who Watson played under in Jacksonville. Your thoughts on the defense?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the bar is low. They were a historically bad defense against the run. They allowed a slew of 100-yard rushers. They couldn't really stop anybody, and they couldn't get those key stops on third down. It's interesting. They're building this team around, they're building this defense around the defensive line, and it does look early in camp like a pretty formidable group. Like that group itself, the defensive line could take a huge jump up, and if it does, that means your secondary is better. That means your linebackers are better because the quarterback is going to have less time to make those decisions. They can't sit back there in the pocket and pick that secondary apart. So the defensive line, if it plays like it's been playing these first weeks, that's a quantum leap. It'll at least get them up to mid-level NFL average defense.
Well, they need to get sacks, and the sacks also need to help provide result in turnovers. The Niners only had, I believe, 18 takeaways last season. 2011, when Jim Harbaugh came aboard and Vic Fangio, the Niners had 36 takeaways, made the playoffs like that. So they need to do that defensively. Then my number 3 thing is also defense related, and that's at cornerback, where basically, these are the guys that look like are probably going to be the starting cornerbacks right now. You have Rashard Robinson on one side, you have Dante Johnson on the other, and then at nickelback you have Kawan Williams. Keith Reeser might also be in the mix as a starter. Akella Witherspoon, he rebounded a little bit today, but anyhow, those guys have had a rough camp so far because the Niners offense has been going deep and they've had a lot of success against them, except for today, where each one of those potential starters made a great play on a ball, and I think gave them confidence that they really needed after a week into training camp.
Yeah, because like you said, it's been a rough start. It's been a rough start. They're being picked apart. Hoyer, Barkley, these guys are not Peyton Manning and they're not Tom Brady, and they were just having a field day for those first few weeks. So they were due for a better performance.